So Japan is a really unique country in many senses, and one of the unique features of Japanese culture is, I think, Bunko. If you can read this HTTP URL, it's for Kodansha Bunko, and this is a list of all the published Bunko books in Japan. You know, Bunko is actually has taken inspiration from the Reclam booklet in Germany, famously the Iwanami Bunko, which kickstarted this publishing format, refers to Reclam at the end. It is a really moving, wonderful mission statement, and it says that they want to, convey wisdom and knowledge and so on to people in a really cheap, affordable, and accessible format. And that is what Bunko is all about. So Kodansha is one of Japan's major publishing companies, and this is not the actual Bunko, but this is a list of what they publish, and it's a really wonderful list of books, like this book by Hiroki Azuma. Sorry, if you don't read Japanese, maybe you can't understand it, but in this book, Ippan Ishi 2.0, Hiroki discusses Rousseau, Freud, and Google, and also let's see, this novel by Seiko Ito, a really great novelist and rap star, and wonderful person. He writes a novel called Novel That Doesn't Exist. This is actually metafiction, and Seiko Ito writes about novels around the world which actually do not exist. And this is a book by Kenzaburo Oe, 新しい人よ目覚めよ. This is a book about his son, and referring to the poet, English poet William Blake. And this is a book called Gotai Fumanzoku by my friend, actually, Hirotada Otsutake, who was born with a heavily handicapped body, but his spirit is really great. And this is a debut book for him, and which made him really famous. And I think it has sold 6 million copies so far. This is a book by the great rakugo artist Katsura Beijo, called Beijo Banashi. This is about, in Japanese rakugo world, there's a genre called geidan. Geidan is about, so rakugo is a Japanese traditional comedy format, and in this book, Beijo talks about really wonderful peoples and cultures that surround this ancient comedy art form, and that's called geidan. Geidan literally means, talks about the art, and so Beijo was a really great rakugo artist, and his geidan is also really wonderful. This is a book by Gencho Takahashi, and it's called Nihon Bunkaku Seisuishi. It's about the ups and downs of Japanese literature, starting from Takuboku Ishikawa and Kata Itayama. This is a metafiction, and this is a really comical depiction of and this is a book by Yoko Tawada, a really internationally renowned novelist, and she's based in Germany, and she sometimes writes in German. Well, not sometimes, she always writes in German. And it's a novel called Inu Mukoiri. It's that's what she got the Akutagawa Prize for. This is a book by Yasutaka Tsutsui, and he writes, it's called Sousaku no Goku Ito Okite. This is where he discusses how to create works of art, and what the rules to follow, and so on. So these, this is a great book by Ramo Nakajima. He was very charismatic writer, and he was, sadly he died quite young. And 今夜すべてのバーで can be translated literally as tonight in every bar in the world. And this is about very bohemian and very sincere way of life. And I think it's an expression of Ramon Nakajimu's own philosophy. So you can go on and on and on and on and on. So in Japan, because of this Bunko publishing format, you can have a diversity of culture at your fingertip. And you can carry around very easy. So even in this era of digital culture, many people actually choose to carry around the Bunko books. And, it's a great way to, learn Japanese language if you are, person who is trying to learn Japanese as a second language, because you can get a Bunko for book for very cheap, and you can just put it in your pocket and carry it around, and it's really affordable forward. And I think that's one of the reasons why Japanese literature has flourished. Because the general public have this high level of literacy helped by these wonderful formats. So here's to the Kodansha Bunko and other Bunko formats in Japan. Check it out.